Welcome to Freshly Popped, a daily show examining pop culture headlines so you don't have to. Today is February 5th, 2026, and I'm Sequoia Holmes.
I'm Fiona Shea.
And I'm Ryan Graham.
And today we're losing it over Jason Bateman's awkward conversation with Charli XCX, Glorilla's family drama, and ASAP Rocky being asked if he's already married to Rihanna.
Wouldn't we all want to be married to Rihanna?
Absolutely. And I deserve her more, so move.
Oh, okay. 3 reasons why you deserve Rihanna.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
I am a woman. First of all, men don't deserve Rihanna to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
2, I would get her back in the studio.
Oh.
And instead of mounting her and humping her consistently. And 3, I would be a better dresser. Like, she could dress me, and therefore she could add a stylist to her resume and her long list of things that she does.
Oh, you're saying you would be a doll for her to dress?
I would be a doll, amused.
I would be a
You know what I
doll.
mean? I would be good for the
you.
world and Rihanna.
And do you think, I guess you wouldn't be able to get her pregnant. That is true. But, like, I feel like if you were dating Rihanna, you also would hump Rihanna. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you, if you had the ability to, wouldn't you also want to be like, girl, please?
Perhaps. Yeah, okay. You might be onto something there.
Stupid. Actually, honestly, speaking of Rihanna, I'm just gonna jump right into that.
Do it.
So, ASAP Rocky, he's promoting his album "Don't Be Dumb," and he went on Celebrity Substitute, this YouTube series with kids. And one of the kids immediately, as he's on the show, raises their hand and it's like, "Are you already married to Rihanna?"
Because if not, that kid said, because if not,
I'm making my move.
Okay.
To which ASAP responds, "Oh, you just want Rihanna, huh? Ha ha ha." He like dodges the question and doesn't answer. But that kid tried to catch him slipping. Because could you imagine?
Sure did.
Remember a few years ago, maybe 2 years ago, Rihanna and ASAP did a music video for one of ASAP's. It was a single that came out, and in it she was wearing those rings that said like married. So people speculated. There is speculation that they are married, which is funny that the kid asked that, because like I, as a fan, have been curious. Like, are they actually married?
We would know that. That's public record, and we know both their full names.
You can look that up.
I'm almost certain. I'm not 100%, but I'm almost certain.
I'm gonna say I remember a time where like there was a couple that got married. I worked on the show and there was a famous couple that we literally canceled episodes because they got married. So like, or not canceled episodes, like we moved things so they could get married. And so I'm like, I think it is possible for them to like be married and it not be public knowledge. But
for people wondering, it's the 2022 music video for DMB That's My Bitch, which is an ASAP Rocky song, and Rihanna's in it, and it's a mock marriage scenario in the video. It's a really good video. I actually want to watch it after. Okay, and he proposes with gold grills reading "Marry Me," to which Rihanna responds with her own grills, "I do." That's what it is. It was the grills, not rings.
But I'm saying, what if they did it in plain sight? And then, you know what I mean? I'm like, to me, that would also be so them to be like, haha, we're doing this as a bit. But then also like, yeah, we really did that shit. And I would love it.
What if they got married in like Barbados? I don't know how that works. You know what I mean? Like, what if they're like legally married in Barbados, which is, legally married? So like,
that might be a workaround.
Exactly.
So like, I know you can do it.
Exactly.
But yes. But anyway, like watching this whole YouTube thing, I ended up watching the rest of the video.
Okay.
And I get it. I get why Rihanna married this man. I get why I would also have babies with him. He is so good with all the kids. He teaches them how to freestyle, and like each one takes turn like writing in their journal and coming up. And like some of them get nervous, and he's like, "Oh, I'll help you out." Like he helps him catch a beat. And then like there's one kid who like raises his hand. It's like, "Hey, did you ever get bullied?" And he goes, "I did too." And then he's like, "What? Karate helped me." And it's just like so cute.
That's adorable.
They film a music video at the end of it. He gives them a recording studio in their school. And like he just seems like he is genuinely a very, very kind human. He seems like he would be a really good dad. And I'm like, Rihanna, it makes sense. I would also be like, if you were with a partner who is so secure in themselves, secure in you being successful, and then a good dad, I'm like, why wouldn't you just I'm going to keep having babies. I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I know. that makes me so happy because is it bad that I haven't even given his album like one listen? And like when it comes up, I'm kind of skipping it. Low-key.
I listened. It's not
you?
bad. It makes sense. I did. I listened to the whole album. Oh, no,
okay.
I'm saying it's not bad that you're skipping it because the album was bad, in my opinion. In my opinion, I did not enjoy that album.
I've heard no one talking about it. You guys haven't mentioned it, so like, it's not on my radar.
It debuted at number 1.
Yeah, which honestly, we love that.
So congratulations.
It's also
okay, great.
I feel like ASAP is one of those people, like, he has such good taste that like the album it's very experimental. It did not hit for me the way I'm like, oh, but I don't know. ASAP Rocky is such an anomaly in the way that like everything about him like is so me coded where I'm like, I should love this. And I generally love ASAP Rocky, but his music hasn't connected with me in a way where I'm like, I'm spinning this album all the time. It's always just kind of like, yeah, this is fun, or this is different. I like that he's always trying something new and different. He's not afraid to be different, which I appreciate about A$AP Rocky.
Yeah. His music has never sat with me personally. I'm not like a... There's like a couple songs I'm like, oh, I like that. Even a couple songs from this album, I'm like, oh, I like that. Same. I saved a couple of them.
Yeah. Okay,
but
so he
overall,
hasn't put out an album,
in a while.
A proper album since 2018, which that album Testing, where he has Praise the Lord with Skepta and like some hits.
I hate that song.
I do?
God, I hate
that song.
I know. I didn't even know that people liked it that much. And every workout class I'm ever in, it plays, and I'm like, wow, people love this shit.
Oh,
hate
I
it.
do love that. I do love that. I also
have you seen the music video for that? A$AP has really good music videos.
Yeah,
you know,
the music
LSD,
video,
of course, is like goes down as like one of the most iconic. Praise the Lord one with him and Skepta. It's New York and London, and the cinematography and like whoever edited that. Have you seen it, Ryan?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I love that video. I think because I like Skepta too. I'm into it.
Storm. That's something I agree. A$AP has an eye. His style, like I think 100%. If nothing else, he is like
he's an
fantastic artist.
For sure.
I'm like, yeah, he is truly that.
Yes.
But yeah, maybe they're both too comfortable. Like you were saying a little bit earlier. Like I think he's so comfortable that he's like, I got Rihanna. I can just kind of release music when I want, and she's like, I'm comfortable. And I remember her also mentioning that she wants to raise her kids. She doesn't want nannies. So I think that's also why she's not back in the booth. She's like, I want to raise my kids.
That's fair. Yeah.
No, that's fair. I mean,
I know it is really cool that you can have seasons and chapters of your life. Like in her early career, it's like biggest pop star in the world. And she's like dating and she's like living that fast lifestyle. And now she's here where she's kind of like, I did all that. I went to every party, every award. I've met everyone. I'm at the coolest places in the world. I'm excited to like enjoy my life and be a mom and change the tune.
Happy for you, girl.
I love it.
Do what you want to do.
I know. I am happy for her.
Yeah.
I'd love another anti, but
that would be great.
But
ideally,
you're gonna get an auntie because she is giving auntie right now.
Oh, she's giving auntie.
Right. She's giving
auntie.
Right. Maybe not anti, but you will get auntie.
And you know who I think we're gonna just keep getting albums and albums and albums from is Charli XCX, because she said, I do not want to become a mother. Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman was giving Clueless on the Smartless podcast.
Yikes.
Smartless is a podcast hosted by Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and Sean Hayes. For some context, Jason Bateman is 57 years old. He's given like my dad on this podcast. And I'm sure people like my dad, 50s, 60s, white dudes, whoever, maybe some women, are listening to it and like Jason Bateman's perspective, and maybe that he doesn't know a ton about pop culture, but it is kind of interesting. They bring Charli XCX on. It's a remote interview. Charli is calling in, it sounds like. There was no video attached.
Okay.
And to just preface here, Sean Hayes, I don't think Will Arnett was on the podcast. It seemed it was just Jason and Sean. Sean Hayes brings up to Charli XCX, oh, remember when you said Kamala is brat? And then that kind of kickstarted this tone to Kamala's campaign. And Jason Bateman is confused. And Sean Hayes goes, yeah, because the album was called Brat.
Oh my.
Jason Bateman, you guys, goes, oh, I'm so old. He goes, okay, you see, I'm very old. And Charli goes, it's fine, Jason. It was only a cultural phenomenon. It's fine, Jason. It was only a cultural phenomenon. Yeah.
Pause. You're saying he didn't know what brat was?
Yeah.
No.
That's what he's 57, Ryan.
But it's weird. I get that, but you're having her on the podcast. You didn't.
That's the part that's bad. Him not knowing what it is, I believe him having her as a guest on his show and nobody cluing him in. Hey, this is what she's about. Somebody failed.
This is some Gen X man type shit. He just pulls up and sits down and is like, yeah, we're having Charli XCX on the podcast. She's a musician, knowing nothing. That is so like dad coded. Like
he's an improviser. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
And
that's what he does.
But my point is
100%.
like you literally. Not a knock at Charli. She's done other things, but if you don't know anything else about Charli XCX, I feel like Brat
You would
is
know
the
that.
thing.
I know, it was kind of inescapable. Like,
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, granted,
Wow.
I host a pop culture show, so my dad probably
Sure.
knows only from this show. But anyways, let's just, we all understand like his POV and where he's coming from. But then what people are really talking about and where he's getting backlash is they're talking about the song Apple, which is on Charli XCX's Brat. And it's a really good song and I love it. And she's talked about before how that song is about her relationship with her parents. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, driving to the airport, and it's like her kind of like contentious relationship sometimes with her parents. And she talks about how being an only child, there isn't another sibling in her family to kind of diffuse tensions between her and her parents at times, which is very relatable. And Jason just hops in with the question, so does that mean you'd love to have more than one kid? So does that mean that you want to have a bunch of kids? He completely does not. In his mind, there's not even a world in which you wouldn't want to have kids. And Charli answers, which, again, as a Charli XCX fan, I have heard her speak publicly numerous times. Also, one of these songs on Brat is about her grappling with the fact that she probably doesn't want to have kids. So Charli answers Jason and goes, I actually don't want to have kids. And Sean and Jason Bateman both kind of like gasp and are like, whoa, like the reaction.
This is
That
insane.
is crazy.
The Gen X
This is so
male
silly.
reaction to Charli saying, I don't think I want to have kids. They both go, whoa. They kind of freak out. Sean Hayes is gay. He has a partner, husband, and he is talking about how he's like, I've always like felt like I wished that I wanted to have kids, but I came to terms with the fact that I'd rather regret not having them than have kids and resent having children, which absolutely. And Charli goes, yep, I agree. I hear you. The fantasy of having kids is always what I'm most interested, like picking out a name and like, going around town. And she goes, that leads me to believe that I don't actually want them because it's not the daily sacrifice and the compromise and, everything that I'm looking forward to. So that leads me to believe, maybe I don't want them. And Jason then comes in, you guys, and goes, that could all change when you meet the right person. My wife, he's going on for like a minute. He goes, my wife, allegedly, she tells me that she didn't want to have kids until, not to stroke my own ego, but until she met me. And then she wanted to have kids with me. And Charli just goes, well, I'm married. So
Hilarious.
I'm already married. And Jason, you guys, follows up with, oh, well, maybe with your next husband, you'll want kids, Charli.
Oh, my God.
And then it just cuts to ad break.
That's so funny. That's funny.
Just cuts to ad break. Like, they kind of, like, clearly were like, we got to end the convo or, in post, in edit. And then when they come back, I listened to it. When they came back from the commercial break, they were changing
Moved
the topic.
on, of course.
Wow. Wow.
I guess honestly, this is going to win best podcast at the Emmys next year. I feel like celebrities, because like it makes sense that Jason Bateman doesn't have to do research because he's Jason Bateman and their show is very popular. But I feel like if you're gonna have somebody on, like this is like top level Google searching. Like I feel like if you Google Charli XCX, I'm sure the page turns green, so it's Brad, and then you can be like, husband, got it. Those are two things you can do to know this, and to gasp because she doesn't want kids feels insane. Like I'm like, that's so.
These are old white men. Come on, you guys. These are not old, but these are. You know what I mean? Like these are old.
Dad.
I feel like have you guys ever watched? And maybe this is just me. Sometimes I watch my mom have conversations with people and I'm like, no. Why are you asking that?
What do you mean, Sequoia?
Like my mom would be asking like the most invasive, personal, could potentially be triggering shit. And she does not have the gauge to understand like, hey mom, you can't ask people that shit. She's like, hey, so when are you've been with your man for 10 years? Is he gonna propose soon? Mom, that's not up to her.
Right.
So are you gonna keep staying if he doesn't propose? I'm like, yeah, because if you're not shitting, get off the mom. Stop. Are you serious? Like this is something that I watch happen. This is not uncommon, you know. And I have to pull her to the side and be like, "Hey, mom, you can't do that type of stuff." And then she's offended at me, you know. Now she's
trying to call her out.
Oh, I can't even just say regular stuff. Like this is something anybody would want to know. This is stuff anybody would want to. Yeah, mom, they would want to know, and they would know that it's an inside thought. That's not something you can ask in 2026.
Not out loud in public.
You know what I
mean?
mean?
Intimate conversation with someone you deeply know.
This is generational. This is Gen X. Like you said, this is just some Gen X shit.
Yes, and I think once you reach 50, you kind of don't really give a fuck, especially when you're a white, straight dude older than 50. You don't give a fuck. And they're clocking in, making money. They got their viewers. It makes me interested, like, is Charli trying to get these 60-year-old white dudes to go see The Moment? Like, why do you think that she decided to go on Smartless?
Definitely.
Just to reach a completely new audience?
I mean, yeah, probably.
It's a popular show, and obviously this movie, like, I think
or Wuthering Heights.
What?
Or Wuthering Heights.
Or Wuthering Heights.
Or Wuthering Heights. Good point.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Yeah, she's promoting.
That makes
sense. Yeah, she's promoting two movies at once, and it's like, I guess my biggest thing here is that she has a good point about the fantasy is the coolest part, because whenever I hear people talk about kids, I'm someone who doesn't want kids, so I never relate. But I do feel like when people describe it often, I'm like, oh, it sounds like you're talking about things that have nothing to do with the actual kids. It's stuff that like has to do with you and kids. And that's so I do think that's a really good call out. Obviously there are people who want kids to actually like nurture and do those things and like go off,
build a family. Like if that is your vision for your life, then you probably want kids. Yeah, similarly, I think about like cruising around LA with like my little mini like blonde bestie next to me, and us like going to get coffee, and I'm like, that's not what having a kid is. That's having a friend. And like I don't know, having a buddy. That's a really glamorous idea of that's one day of the whole child's life that we're driving 100%. Around LA in the SUV. That's not gonna be the reality.
100%. Real quick, let's take a break. Okay, and we are back. You guys, can I tell you about my story?
Yes.
Please.
Okay. So, Glorilla. First of all, before I tell y'all about Glorilla, when she first came out, I thought her name was Gloria. I mean, her name is Gloria, but I thought it was pronounced Gloria like tortilla. Gloria. You know what I mean? Like that double L with a Y sound. Yeah, I thought it was Gloria. Like, anyways, her name was... Anyways. So,
maybe it is. Maybe we've been saying it wrong. Maybe she just adapted
She says Glorilla. Anyways. Glorilla's sister is calling her out for allegedly not helping out her family following her success. So Glorilla's sister has taken to the internet, and I'm going to share my screen so you guys can watch this video, and you can give me
video
your
format.
Okay. She took to the whole internet, child, outing her sister. So she pretty much says, y'all mind if I talk shit about y'all favorite rapper, about how she ain't shit, and about how she got money and she didn't give us shit, about how my mama's still clocking in at FedEx. Like, you know, she's
holy shit.
And she seems deeply upset.
Sure.
Okay.
By this. I keep wanting to say Gloria so bad. The girl's name is Gloria.
Her name.
Glorilla responds on what appears to be her Facebook page. This is not a video, so I am going to share my screen for this one. Mm-hmm. I checked, and does appear to be her official Facebook page. She responds by posting. Can you guys see my screen?
I can.
She responds by changing her profile photo to a photo of her sister. Okay. And the caption is, if I send this, just know I'm finna bag. So she posted that. And then it continues. Glorilla posts screenshots of different family members' text threads with Glorilla, where Glorilla just out of nowhere asks, "What's your Cash App? What's your cash tag? You know, I'm gonna send you some money. Happy birthday. You know, like whatever. I'm gonna send you some money." And she has a solid number of screenshots here from a few years. Looks like these screenshots span from 2022 to 2025, where she's asking family members for their cash tag. She then updates her profile photo again to be her sister in a FedEx uniform.
Wait, is that like actually her sister in a FedEx
It looks a little
uniform. It looks
AI.
It's
I kinda
AI.
love
It's
it.
AI.
Oh, good.
No.
I
Yeah,
kinda
she's
love
like,
it.
yeah, these are AI generated images. She's trolling her sister essentially.
Wow.
That's really funny.
And then
That
she also posted Indeed.com 6 hours ago.
She's still going.
So yeah, no, she's trolling her sister, and I was like, "Is this her official Facebook page?" It is. It has
Big
680
glow.
followers, and the Instagram attached to it is Glorilla's actual verified Instagram page.
That's
Okay.
So-
insane.
Yeah.
I love
Dude.
it. I love the energy, TBH. Like, I remember Glorilla also in her interview talked about how her first million, she was like blowing through it, and she had to get a financial advisor. And so
Yeah.
I feel like there may have been a time where she was giving her sister lots of money, and then she probably clocked like, you're using me, so I'm not giving you money. And perhaps her
I'm
mom fell into
positive.
the same camp, and she's like, no, I'm not a bank.
So there's another video where the sister's going off. She's talking to some type of live, of course. She has people behind her, somebody in a shiesty, some other random people who are enabling this bad behavior. And
Okay.
she's like, my mama still works for FedEx. I got jumped behind people thinking that I have money because you're my sister. You ain't never gave me shit. If I got $500,000, I would give each of my siblings at least $10,000. First of all, yeah, this tells me who. You know what I mean? Yeah, like
If
You're saying if you had it, and that's how I know you don't have it, because if you did, you would know better.
like yeah, I would give each of my siblings $10,000.
And what is
like
that? What,
she's
to
just
do
going
what?
on and going off, and it's just it's really ugly to watch, and I hate that
know, because
this
it's
has
like
to go on in
ugh.
public.
Yeah.
When your sibling gets rich, that doesn't mean that they're going to fund your whole lifestyle. If you're working hard and showing them, hey, can you invest in this business? Hey, I need a little help here and there. Like, I think that that's a more appropriate relationship. But to expect your famous sibling to float you forever, if you're the
Right.
sibling, if you're Glorilla, you're like, fuck off. Don't approach me. It's all about the approach.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. In that same video, the sister addresses Glorilla's claim that she was homeless as a child.
Okay.
Apparently, Glorilla claimed that in the video. The sister's like, and you wasn't homeless as a child. You just wanted to be fucking all the time, and mommy and daddy wasn't going for that. So
They kicked her out.
So that's what the implication is.
Two things
And
can
so
be true, though, no?
it implies that there's some bad blood between Glorilla and her
Sure.
mom and dad, and that's why
Okay.
her mom is still clocking into FedEx. But at the end of the day, there's consequences for all actions, right? Yeah, maybe even if that is the case, even if Glorilla was a teenager and wanted to be fucking all the time, you kicked your teenage daughter out, okay? And then and if you felt valid in doing that for whatever reason, okay, that's okay. There's consequences for that, though.
Right.
Now
Now
that she
your
popped,
your
maybe
daughter's
she doesn't
famous
fuck with
as
you.
fuck.
Like,
Yeah.
so what do you want to
Okay.
do? Like, I'm like, and that is just the reality of what this is. I guess my whole thing is also like, I think people misunderstand like where money goes when you are famous. I'm like, even if Glorilla makes $500,000, she has a manager, a label, a stylist, a social media man. Like, she has so many other people. She has a staff to pay. And so on top of, I have bills myself to pay, and then I can't think about your bills. So yes, mom, you might have to keep clocking in and out. Like, and it's not like Glorilla is making, I mean, I'm sure Glorilla makes money, but Glorilla is not a billionaire. Glorilla is not like, she's not even like, you mean like a Megan Thee Stallion who has more brand deals and stuff like that. And this is not a knock against them or comparing people. I'm just saying someone who is same level of rapper, or you know what I mean? I don't think that she's even making that kind of money. So like, I think that her sister probably has a warped sense of what Glorilla
She does.
actually
She
do.
1000% does. The videos just reek of jealousy. Like it's just giving jealousy. There was also some type of court order that the internet dug up between Glorilla and her sister. That seems old. I couldn't really make out the details. It was kind of fuzzy when I was looking at it, but it looks like Glorilla filed something against her sister a while back, implying that something happened. You know, like it doesn't feel like she's on good terms with her immediate family, but based on the screenshots that Glorilla shared, she seems to be on good terms with the rest of her family. So I don't know, and that to me speaks to a level of entitlement that her immediate family probably has over her success, while also probably denigrating her for much of her life. This is me speculating. I don't know anything. I don't know what happened.
So interesting. I feel like a lot of parents, they like to say that like our generation is entitled, and I think that they don't realize that they're projecting. Because they're like, you guys are so entitled, thinking that like you deserve all these things. I'm like, I think you think because you are our parents, we have to do things for you because that's what you did with your parents, and your parents probably also sucked. And because I'm just saying, your parents probably also sucked, and then you did everything for them, and that was your choice. But just because, I mean, you probably were not great to us, and now I am like, I don't have to do that. Like, I think we were just the first generation to kind of go, I don't have to.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? Be mad?
Like you kicked me out of my house. Why would I give you $10,000?
Yeah.
And even $10,000 is not going to change your life.
It's
$10,000 is not going to change your life.
Also, because if I give you 10 today, it's 30 tomorrow. So
1000%.
and I bet Glo has probably done that.
And I bet money Glorilla has given them money. Like you said, I bet money Glorilla has given them money already.
Right.
And her sister's on the internet screaming about her never having given her shit.
Lying.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
Well, now I'm never giving you shit again. Congratulations.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a feeling sometimes from immediate family members of like, I'm always going to have access to you because I'm your sister, because I'm your mother, because I'm your father. And Glorilla and people in our generation, it does kind of feel like we are the first to be like, actually, just because you're my mom, just because you're my dad, just because you're my sister, that doesn't mean shit. I'm putting myself above anyone else.
Right.
100%.
100%.
I don't know. I feel on Team Glo on this side, and she don't have to have access to her sister, so whatever.
Right. Glo ain't did no Trumpy shit, right?
No,
Okay.
That's Sexy Red.
That's Sexy Red.
I'm just making sure. I know Sexy Red has, but I'm just making sure Glo hasn't done no.
I think Glo
Trumpy shit.
I shouldn't say actively. I vaguely remember her having something about Kamala.
Okay.
So I don't think so.
Cool.
But yeah,
cool,
but you know, her family doesn't have access to her, but you always have access to us.
Yeah.
Every day of the week, we are here with you with more hot topics. You can follow us on all of our social pages at Freshly Pop. That's FRESHLYPOP.D, and keep the comments going. We love this conversation with you. Like, subscribe, give us 5 stars, share this with a friend, and we will see you tomorrow. You've been popped.